Hello and welcome back to the next episode from Slackville, guys. I am Teddy. This is episode 12, and well, I have been a rather busy Teddy again between episodes because, well, I like being busy between episodes because I like getting things done. And what I've been doing is prepping for this episode, namely flattening off this little mound here, because this right here is going to be where our museum sits. I had decided I'm not going to put it in front of the hill, I'm going to put it on the hill. And I'm going to have like a little staircase thing coming up to it. It's going to start from here and go down. And it's going to be really quite cool. And I'm theming it very closely on a build that I started in Simply Bedrock. I say started because the season ended before I had a chance to finish it. And that was the Woodland Mansion build I started doing. Now, this is not a very big hill be building a Woodland Mansion on, to the point that I may have to actually extend it backwards slightly. But there is the capability of doing that. I'll have to put a cap over this little thing here, probably. But I could extend it back all the way to, like, here. Without too much trouble. It will be a lot of filling in to do that, though. Either that, or I do just do the original plan and take this hill completely out. Just have the massive museum sat in the middle. That seems like a good idea, actually. Maybe we should do that instead. Just eliminate the hill completely and put the Woodland Mansion building here. Now, it's not going to be a full-size Woodland Mansion, not by a long stretch. It's only going to be a museum. But the idea is going to be for the museum that we're going to have our very rare items in here. We're going to have some very rare mobs in here. And when I say rare items, I'm including stuff like all your painting types, all of your trims, all of your shards, and other rare goods we can get our hands on without actually cheating the game. Now, I'm saying that because we're not going to be putting illegal blocks in here. We're not going to be obtaining bedrock. We're not going to be obtaining end portal frames or anything else like that. That's not going to be happening. But everything you can get legit in survival that isn't breaking the game, we are going to get, and we are going to put in the museum. So, I suppose the first thing I should probably do is rip down the rest of this hill. I better get a beacon out, and I'll see you in a bit. And after a few hours of digging, guys, we have got ourselves a nice big flat area. Now, I didn't actually do this on stream, but I probably should have done this over on twitch.tv/TeddyLegendGaming, because it would make sense, right? Also, guys, if you are new here and you haven't done already, hit the subscribe button, because it will do me a massive favour without actually having to cost me any money, which is really cool. And if you do feel like you want to hand some money over to me and get something back in the process, I do have a merch store over on Fourth Wall. The link is in the description. Go check it out. There's also memberships over there if you want to support me in that way as well. So check it all out, guys. And if you do become a Fourth Wall member, you also get exclusive discounts on the merch as well as other things as well. So go check it out. Anyway, I better get prepped up and start thinking about how we're going to build this museum. Alright, supplies have been gathered, and I've started putting a little bit of stuff and things together, so I've got a little rough idea of how big this thing is going to be, and it's going to be pretty big, yeah. This little cage thing down here is my experimentation. I'm going to collect some of the rarer mobs in the game and pop them in these little pods. Mostly going to be baby zombies riding different animals, probably, but I think that'll still be kind of cool. Now, my goal is to try and get a baby zombie villager riding a chicken that I can pop in one of these pods and turn into a villager riding a chicken, because that'll be hilarious. That's going to be very, very, very difficult to get hold of, though, because that is the rarest mob in the entire game. So that's going to be a thing. But I quite like how these little things look. I've got underlighting in here as well, solid blocks above their head so they're not going to fry in the daylight. I may consider trying to get a charge creeper in one of these things. It might be a little tricky to do that, to be honest, but it's not impossible to do that. I would have to put a bucket of water down underneath. So maybe, like, yeah, get a bucket of water, drop it in there like so. It'll fill that up, put the creeper from the top, then come back and grab the water. That'll probably be the best way of doing it. Hello. Gonna crash. Place blocks, but my bucket broke. How did my bucket break, game? Water's broke as well. Oh. It was not showing any water in that at all. I thought I'd picked it up, but apparently I hadn't. How weird. Anyway, that's the plan for what we're going to do. Now, obviously I've got this big dark area down here, but it's not big enough to get the red moss coming in. I've got the big dark area up here as well, which, again, isn't really dark enough for what I'm looking for. It actually is dark enough. I'll say that. Completely wrong. And yeah, my little railway tunnel I started working on over there looks absolutely fantastic with the crying obsidian wall at the end. It looks like something it isn't, which is really good. And this thing from a distance so far is looking really cool as well. Now, I'm kind of going down the theme of a woodland mansion, sort of. Going with deep slate as the primary blocks for it, and what we're gonna have is, if I grab my walls, we're gonna have the corners are gonna be walled up like this, and it's gonna like be decorated up and make it like a woodland mansion. So that's gonna be a thing we do, and I'm gonna have like quite a lot of the woodland mansion style decoration stuff on here, but it's not gonna be fully woodland mansion decoration style because I am making it custom. But overall it's going to be pretty big. Now, the museum itself is going to have, you're not invited to the museum, you're not allowed, no, absolutely not. I'm putting out a little basement, so in behind these 6 pods, we're going to have a little basement area, which I'm thinking I might build a super smelter in that area, because I think that's going to work really good. Because I need a super smelter anyway. I might even make my main storage under here as well. So that'll be accessible from like a trapdoor somewhere that I come down in behind the door and come into here, and I might even need to dig this down a little bit further. I don't know. We'll figure that bit when we get to it, but for now I'm actually going to concentrate on building this. Basically the front's going to be like this, the sides are going to be kind of plain comparison. Obviously I've gone for the bricks on the interiors of these, which will work for these two. But this one is going to have to be these instead, because I want this to be the outside block. So that's going to have to be that. And I'll just drop the pickaxe away. It was clever. Oh, there's many, many village zombies over there. No baby ones providing chickens. That's a shame. I said I might try and get a creeper in there as well. I don't know yet. It might be a thing we do. But yeah, let me crack on. Let me hide over to twitch.tv/TLegendGaming. We'll do a little stream over there of me building some of this. And yeah, come hang out. Alrighty, so here we are in a cave because I took a little break while on stream to do a challenge from our challenge chest. Which, if you're not aware of what that is, !chest on my Twitch channel is a command that gives you the opportunity to open a chest. If you get the open chest, you get a challenge for me to do. And the challenge we had today was gather a stack of string. So I thought it'd be a fun idea to come into a cave and mess around in here to try and do it. But in the process of doing that, I have found something rather interesting. No, not a cave full of creepers. We found that too. We have got ourselves a fossil with diamonds on it over there. And that is the perfect addition to our museum. So I'm going to gather up the little bits of what's over there. I am going to bring it back up with me. And we're going to put that in the museum as one of our exhibitions. Alrighty, after a bit of time and a totem pop. Yep, we have only got one spare in our pocket now. We have got this thing fully excavated. And now all I need to do is grab my bucket of water. Make myself some obsidian so I can actually get to this thing to dig it out. And commence the digging out portion of this thing. And I'm hoping, if I can remember what it looks like, to be able to rebuild it exactly as it looks currently in the museum, because that's going to look really cool. Now, I probably will replace the missing bone block that's there. But this thing is so cool. And I'm not even going to take the diamonds out. I'm going to leave the diamonds in this thing. So it's going to be a diamond truss fossil when I'm done with it. So let's get this thing back to the museum and let's get the museum finished being built, shall we? Because we can't put it in there if we haven't got a museum to put it in. Alrighty, I've been busy getting work done on this beautiful build, and it is quite a good looking build, I have to say. I haven't got any of the unique mobs yet gathered up, but that will come in time. That will definitely come in time. So let me take you inside. As you can see, outside I've kind of got really cool design going on. It looks very much like the Woodland Mansion that I did back in Simply Bedrock a while back. I have got to put the trapdoors on the top level still. I haven't put any glass in upstairs yet, because I haven't yet figured out where we're going to put in the walls and where we're going to put in the windows. Hence why the glass is the only glass at the front so far. That is because I'm definitely going to have glass at the front. Everywhere else, open to interpretation. But yeah, it's all the same around here. It's all looking pretty good. I'm missing a coffee trap door there. Got these little doors either side for me to make a little staircase down to the basement, because I want a basement access. I've got this random thing here, which I'm probably going to put like a little plant thing on. That would make sense. And up here we've got a massive open space, and I know for a fact that these three will be blocked off because that's where our fossil's going to be going. With that backdrop there, that's where our fossil has to go. So, with that in mind, the next thing for me to do is block these windows off, get this fossil in, get it surrounded by glass, make it look pretty, and then start figuring out what else we're going to put in here and finish putting the roof on, of course. Can't forget that. But yeah, let me apparently disconnect. Let me carry on and get that done. Okay, and we're back. And as you can see, the fossil.zip box where I had the fossil is empty. I'll put that down. Hang on. There we go. That is now empty, which proves one thing. We've been busy. We've got stuff done. And if we head inside, you can see just how much I have got done. I've got artwork on the walls, which looks really, really good, actually. I've started getting some of the... Whoa, yo-yo, hello. I've started getting some of the pots in place, which look really quite nice. We're going to have pots around here. We're going to have pots around here as well, where the door is. And I decided the spare stuff's going to go in these barrels that I've made into planters. Because, well, why not? It looks good. And we're going to have stuff and things on here as well. We're going to put like little plant pots and whatever on here. And if we head upstairs, we've been rather busy up here as well. Our fossil is now in place and it looks rather cool. Now, I haven't built it exactly the same as a yo-yo again. I haven't built it exactly the same as how I found it, because I couldn't remember how to build it exactly the same. But I did a pretty good rendition and it looks pretty good, and it's got exactly the same number of diamonds in it as well. So we have got ourselves a diamond fossil in the museum. Now, this is where you guys come in, because I want your ideas for what else we can put in the museum. I have quite a few ideas already. We're going to put trims in here. We're going to be putting in the pottery shards. We're going to be putting in, you know, fossils like we already have. But what else can we put in here? Now, I know there's a few rare items we can gather from certain locations, and I fully intend on grabbing those. But is there anything else really rare we can put in here that you guys can think of? Let me know down below in the comments, and yeah, we'll crack on getting some more stuff and things put together. Okay, I spent a bit more time doing some more decorating. I've got some lanterns in place. I've got a few more paintings around, and around the back here I've put in a music disc area. Now, I'm pretty sure there's more than 18 music discs at this point in time, but I have the space above for extension if needed. So, basically what's going to happen is we got one of the rare ones over here already. If I've got two spares in here of, which is the relic one. I have got Cat 13, Mellow High, and other side over here already. And I have the spares of those in there, which I've only got a spare one of Cat right now. But the big but about this, it means I'm going to have to make a music disc farm at some point, so that might be the task for our next episode, making ourselves a music disc farm. I need to do some more work on my industrial district anyway, so that could be a really good shout. So I think we might have to do that. But for today, I've actually run out of time. I know it's a little bit shorter today, but that's absolutely fine. If you guys have enjoyed the episode, hit the like button. If you really loved it, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.